We are here. We have completed this. Cleared. Return to Bard's College. Let's do it. I am the Queen of Solitude, daughter of the Emperor, summoned the Daedra.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you use it.
Am I going the correct way? I am.
There's nothing quite like
The Emperor's cousin, Vittoria Vici, is getting married soon. The reception will be... Anyone informed?
No. This is the incorrect house. This is the Bard's College? No. The one next. Here we go. Hi.
Ah, you've returned. How goes the task I gave you?
I found King Olaf's verse.
I have to admit I didn't think it would actually be there. Now, let's take a look at this. Oh. Oh no. This won't do at all. The copy is incomplete. It's aged to the point that parts are unreadable. And the parts that are readable... Well, Bardic verse has come a long way since ancient times.
What does that mean?
It means I can't read it to the court. Without the verse, I won't be able to convince Elisif of the importance of the burning of King Olaf festival. If she isn't convinced of the festival's importance, then she won't reverse her decision to stop the effigy burning. It means that the burning of King Olaf, which the Bard's College has held for time immemorial, won't be happening.
Can't we just make up missing parts of the verse?
Make it up? That doesn't seem appropriate. I suppose I could copy his style based on what you brought me, but I have no idea what happened in between these verses.
We can do this. What's the first verse?
Oh, Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. King Olaf was Olaf One-Eye? He famously captured the dragon Numenex and took him to Dragon's Reach. What do we say really happened?
Olaf was Numinex, a dragon in human form. No. Olaf made a deal with Numinex.
Olaf did become king, and Numenex escaped later. It's entirely possible. And I'm sure the court will like that. I'm writing it in.
Okay, what's next?
Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Strange. According to history, Solitude attacked Winterhold, but Asgeir seemed to be saying Olaf reacted. What do we say happened?
Olaf ordered the Sky's troops to attack Solitude. He convinced Solitude to attack Winterhold. He sacked it and used magic to blame Solitude. Olaf ordered the Sky's troops to attack Solitude.
And they got the orders backwards. Yes, I'm writing that in. It should be good for a laugh from the court.
Is that it?
It has a few final lines, but that's all we needed to add. I need to head to court immediately and present this. You should come. I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent...
Let's find the court. Where is it? At the Blue Palace. I don't think that's the Blue Palace. But maybe behind here? No. Where might it be?
No lollygagging.
Yeah. Oh, it's there. For a sec there, I thought that was a dragon in the distance, but it's actually a bird closer to here. There it is.
I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it.
Are we ready?
I think my voice is ready. I hope we've done this well.
Viarmo, I assume you are here to petition for the reinstatement of the burning of King Olaf festival.
I am, Jarl. I wish to present King Olaf's verse from the Poetic Edda, recovered this very day from the Bard's tomb.
You mentioned something that would convince us the festival should take place, but I didn't expect King Olaf's lost verse. Please proceed.
O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex a con for the ages. No shouting match between dragon and man, no fire or fury did this battle entail. Olaf struck a deal to make himself king. Numenex let go, though none tell that tale. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Olaf gave orders, Winterhold disguises, an attack on Solitude, total destruction to follow. His men dressed up and then went out to fight, but they reversed Olaf's orders much to Winterhold's sorrow. So ends the story of Olaf the liar, a thief and a scoundrel. We of Solitude commit to the fire. In Solitude, bards train for their service. They also gather each year and burn a king who deserves it.
You have proven your point, Viarmo. The festival is truly a celebration of solitude and a condemnation of false kings.
I thank you, and the college thanks you, Jarl.
Furthermore, I believe that such a fine poem deserves some payment of patronage. The college will be moderately rewarded.
Oh, thank you yet again. I will make sure our applicant, who was instrumental in recovering the poem, will be well rewarded.
Do you have business with
Unbelievable! You have done us a great service here. I can't begin to thank you enough.
Does that mean I'm a bard now?
Soon. These things must be done properly. You will be inducted as part of the festival itself. I need you to go speak to Yorn. He was preparing the effigy of King Olaf. Tell him to finish the preparations. The festival is back on!
I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, the Jarl is not to be disturbed with common affairs of court. You direct those concerns to me.
Does General Tullius respect Elisif?
Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Eriker. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You do well to remember that.
What will happen to Elisif if the Empire wins the war?
That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Be
Sipir
quick. I have
Center.
little patience for mundane concerns. If I needed something from you, you would know it.
Where can I learn more about magic?
I have no time or patience for a student. Perhaps the College of Winterhold will grant you admission.
Alright. Were you there when High King Torik died?
I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day.
How did it happen?
Ulfric showed up at the Gates of Solitude requesting an audience. We thought he was here to ask Torg to declare independence. By the time we realized Ulfric was here to challenge Torg, it was already too late.
Why was it too late?
By Nord custom, once the challenge was issued in court, Torg had no choice but to accept. Had he not, Ulfric would have had cause to call a new moot and a new vote for High King. Torg had some martial training, of course, but it mattered little that day. When Ulfric's lips parted, when he unleashed the power of the Thu'um, that shout, that ancient and terrible tongue, ripped Torg asunder.
Wonder, can I ask something else too?
I was, to my shame. The whole
Why was Torik killed?
Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could defeat that represented the Empire. The White Gold Concordat, the banning of Talos worship. Torig's father Islot had held Skyrim together for nearly 25 years. When he died, Torg became that symbol.
So the war started when Islot died?
No, even after Islot died, the Moot voted to make Torg High King of Skyrim. But Ulfric was at that Moot, continually talking about Skyrim's independence in terms just shy of treason. I don't think Ulfric knew how much Torg respected him for that. If Ulfric had asked Torg directly to stand up, to declare independence, Torg might have done it.
Why didn't Torik ever declare independence?
Because the Dominion is a sleeping beast that Skyrim cannot slay alone. Because many Nords are part of the Imperial Army even now. Because the food and resources we get from the Empire are important to our people. Because even if we can't openly worship him, Talos the God was once Tiber Septim the man, and this is his empire. And Torg wasn't ready to let it fall apart.
How long have you been the Court Wizard?
I was a member of the court during the reign of Torg's father. It was Torg who appointed me to the position.
So you and High King Torik were close?
Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torg on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine king. I was a member of the court during the reign of Torg's
You look very young.
Very.
No.
I helped raise him. I was a member of the court during the reign of Torg's father. I like to think I've aged well. I'm certainly wiser than I once was. And I know when one should speak, and when one should hold their tongue.
What's your problem?
Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution.
You seem a little like a vampire. I'll see what I can
I
do.
don't expect you to be capable of even that.
I want to train in destruction
I
magic.
can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
Yay. What have you got for sale? Let's see if we can sell anything. Amulet of Talos, no. Maybe we can buy Bound Battle Axe, no. Bound Sword. Here's the caster, 50 points. Sure. And Bound Sword as well. Let's use them. Now restoration, fast healing is 62. $62 mana. And conjuration bound sword.
Clever hunters. More clever than... Definitely.
Do you have business with the court?
If you
Jarl
have business,
Elisif.
please see Falk Firebeard. With the passing of my dear husband Torg, the weighty position of Jarl has fallen to me. Please direct questions to my steward.
Do you trust General Tullius?
A question I am all too familiar with. One my very thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have?
Are you High Queen of Skyrim?
Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torg was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen.
Why did Ulfric kill your husband?
Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torg. And so he came before my husband and he shouted. With that terrible voice. Like something out of a legend. Or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say. For it grieves me to speak of it.
Oh wow.
Be well. Pray for solitude and my husband.
Respect the law. Mind you don't cross Tassius. He's in charge around here.
I won't. That's insane. Well then, I think we should find an inn. Maybe... Actually, let's find an inn and Where is it? Hall of the Dead, Proudspire Manor. I don't even know where the inn is. Let's try to find it. And then rest for a while.
Spiced wine for you? It's a family recipe. Spiced wine, the taste of home and art.
No, I don't think the inn is in here. I would guess the inn is maybe the Winking Skeever, that's the inn. For sure.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
What?
You're passing through solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes?
What did you have in mind?
It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things.
I'm listening.
I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the Ice Runner would run aground.
So you want me to put out the lighthouse fire?
What an interesting idea. I think if someone were to do something like that, there would definitely be a certain amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and then meet me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot.
What would happen to sailors on the boat?
Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash. It would be best if we spoke little until you've completed your task. You look new.
Let's see what happens when I use this.
Turn me in? For what? What crime's been committed? I'm just making idle talk about what would most undoubtedly be a tragic event. A tragic and very, very profitable event.
Oh,
It would
you're
be best if we spoke little until
You're
you've
clever.
completed your task.
The Divines saved me from the streets, and they can save you.
we can also level up. So let's do that. And let's go for health. We always need more health. I think about 300 will be sufficient. Now, we wanted to look at lockpicking. Other blocks are easier to pick, find more gold in chests. There isn't anything interesting here. Now we wanted restoration to be... Oh right, but there's a problem with that actually. While this is novice, this is
This
apprentice.
is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
Hi,
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
why is this place called the Winking Skeever?
Well, as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy, and he used to wink.
You get the skeever as a pet?
They were smaller back then.
For the age of aggression is
Well,
just
as it turns out, I had a pet skeever when I was a boy.
I guess that's
He was
as
a wink.
good a reason as any.
I thought so.
Stormcloaks and restore what we own. With our blood
Where can I learn more about magic?
Magic. You're on the wrong side of Skyrim. You want Winterhold. That college there, they teach it. Otherwise, you can try the Jarl's Wizard.
on the day
I
of
wouldn't,
your
though.
death, we will drink and we'll sing.
Heard any rumors lately?
Varnius Junius stopped by here on his way to court. He was worried about something. I'm sure Falk Firebeard could tell you what.
Heard any rumors?
People say there's a man wandering the streets near the Blue Palace. He seems distressed, but he's not making any sense.
Alright, anything else?
People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? Remember the winking
Again.
ski artist on your footsore?
What is wrong with me? Oh, hello.
I have no business with you. Leave me.
Too bad.
Hiya, what's your name? Are you visiting?
By blade or by spell. If you want it dead, I'll make
Papa
it dead.
says I won't see Rob
All
here
you need to do is
but
pay
he
my
wouldn't
fee.
tell me why not.
The blade can be as lethal as the
Alright,
spell.
we will stay here for the night and continue later on.